In today's Animal Answers segment, it is hunting season. It's here, and today we're talking about this guy right here. Look, he's sharing there we go. Look, hi. Keeping your pets safe during hunting season. Joining us with her helpful information this morning, her tips on keeping your pets safe. We welcome Tiffany Burk from Bay Animal Hospital. And good morning to you.
Good morning, Matt. Happy National Talk Show Host Day.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But the focus is on this great hunting dog. You got this.
It's a good specimen, not an appropriate breed, but he's here to help us today.
For demonstration purposes only. All right, coming from your perspective though, how should you start preparing if you're taking your dog onto the field for hunting?
Well, that's a great kickoff question because preparing for the field starts way ahead of time. Your furry family member, your dog that's going to go join you in the field, perhaps hunting for ducks or looking for deer, you want to prepare their nutritional foundation way ahead of time, months ahead of time, if you will. You want their core nutrition to be based in great protein, fat, and carbohydrates. You want to make sure that they're energy dense, so as they're using their muscles, their amino acids can rebuild those muscles as they're working for you.
Yeah, they are working dogs.
Very much a working class, and you'll want to make sure they have a nice vest, perhaps in a blaze orange color, so make sure you have that ahead of time, so when you go into the field, your furry family member sticks out aside from the brush. You want a nice first aid kit before you travel into the field, so if there's an injury that happens and a veterinarian isn't out in the field, because we're not.
But you do see injuries for that time of year, right?
Most commonly we do. This time of year we get a lot of trickling injuries in, from paws to lacerations. They're running through the field because they're excited. They're chasing that duck and they don't know what they're running through. They step on sharp objects, they get wounds. We want to make sure that we establish good care in the truck before they get to our office, because some of these injuries not only can be profound but bleed a lot, and first aid is always great to start before they enter our office.
Sure, so you brought your own kit today. What
Yes.
do you have and what do you want to show us this morning?
Yes, definitely. Well, this is just a very basic first aid kit. What you should have equipped in your first aid kit is a muzzle, because a lot of these breeds are very stoic. They are nice, they're kind, and they're trying to hide their injuries, but these injuries can be very painful. So we want to make sure we have a muzzle so that they don't bite you as you're trying to help them with their injury, okay?
Sure.
There are basket muzzles, there are cloth muzzles, lots of different types of muzzles on the market, and you'll want to make sure you find one that not only fits you, but fits your pet, size appropriate, and is low stress. I like the basket muzzle because it allows your dog to breathe as you're applying bandages, cleaning their wounds, to keep their stress as low as possible. Also in our first aid kit, we should have some cleaning supplies. Water, saline, perhaps dilute soap. You'll want to have some cling, vet wrap we call it, some tape.
You wanted to show me how to properly wrap.
Oh yes,
let's get into it.
Yes, let's pretend Fido stepped on something in the field and he has an injury. So first you'll want to clean it.
Sure.
Remove any debris from the injury, because you don't want to wrap that into the paw, worsening the injury.
He's doing great so far.
Oh yes, isn't he being a good dog? And then you should apply your muzzle.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oops.
whoop, there he goes. And then you'll want to apply a nice little Telfa pad to keep the bleeding from stopping.
Gotcha.
And then what we'll do is we'll wrap that in, once it's been cleaned and the debris has been removed, right around the leg. And that
You're
keeps
such
it
a
in
pro,
place.
Tiffany.
Hey, I'm trying, right? And then that will be wrapped down. And then after that, you'll apply something like a vet wrap to keep the bandage in place. The goal is to stop bleeding and control the bleeding, and that your pet can stay pain-free before he enters the veterinary office. And once you're in the field and you have everything securely wrapped and taped,
He's good to go, though.
he is
you took
good to
great
go.
care of him.
He's good to go. You'll want to put him back in your truck. You'll want to call your veterinary office if your dog does sustain an injury before you present. Describe what happened, what you noticed in the wound. And if anything happens to their face or their eyes, make sure you call your veterinarian before you start removing objects around the eyes. Other things to take into consideration are ticks and toxins in the field. Just because ticks are small, they can present a lot of different issues or problems for our pets, such as Lyme disease or Ehrlichia. So before your dog enters the field, make sure they're on regular flea and tick prevention. Do some scouting before you enter the field to make sure there's no toxins where they're running.
Keep a close eye on Fido. And
Yes.
again, as always, if you have any health concerns, take him to the vet. Tiffany, you always have great information for us. Thanks for coming in. As always, there's information on your screen for Bay Animal Hospital and a number to call.